What is up, everyone? My name is Mr. J, and today I am bringing you a Digimon deck profile. So last week I took Examon to my locals and I got first place. The matches are on the channel if you would like to see them, but we're gonna go ahead and get right into the deck profile. So of course, 4 eggs. Yes, you already know. It's just for Baby Domon, the new Baby Domon. Please do not play the Baby Domon that came out in the one that lets you draw one if your opponent controls 2 or more Digimon. Please don't do it. You just really want the extra DP for your Slayer Germons because Slayer Germon is a very big part of this deck. And also you want your Examon to be extremely beefy. So only 4 eggs. Moving on to the rookies. We are running 12. So 4 of the new Dracomon, 4 of the old Dracomon, 2 Madoki Betamon, and 1 Syakomon. This should be one other Madoki Betamon. I didn't have this I didn't have the 4th copy. This one is really good though because this is the one that gives you an extra 1000 DP when your Digimon becomes suspended. Yeah, so what's really interesting about this one, what people don't know, is you can actually use one of the blockers and it'll make maybe your Core Germon, the level 4, a 7k, and it'll make your level 5 Core Germon an 8k blocker. So that does catch people off guard. Really neat. I like that, giving your blockers an extra 1k DP. The Dracomon's really good, even though it doesn't search your Examon. It's still really good consistency to search out your other pieces, like either you're missing sometimes. Like in this deck, I wouldn't say it's prone to bricking. I would say it's kind of slow. But once you have your setup, you kind of have like the Exodia board, right? So the Dracomon really helps you search out either the level 5 Core Germon, green or blue. Sometimes you'll have the green and you'll be missing the blue, or vice versa. So Dracomon's really good for that purpose. Syakomon, of course, you already know. It's a really good card, Syakomon. Not Syakomon, my bad. Madoki Betamon. Madoki Betamon's a really good card. 4 Corgemon for our champions. We are also running 12. So 4 of the new blue Corgemon, 4 of the new green Corgemon, and then we are running a full play set of the old, I think it's BT5, right? Yeah. No, my bad. ST8. It did come out in the All 4 Speedramon starter deck. So 4 of those bad boys, security Digimon, come out when they play themselves from security, right? And then you get to draw 2. Really good. I like the Digimon Card Game Fest one. Where's my little thing? Yeah, really good. I like him. Corgemon's really nice. I've seen some people actually drop the Evade Corgemon to 3 copies. It's to each his own, really, because sometimes they play 3 of this one or 3 of this one, and they only have 11 champions. I like the champions because sometimes you do just want to hard play these champions. But the evade ability is really good. Evade over here is really good against like purple decks, red decks, anything that wants to attack, especially attack into your Digimon unsuspended. The evade ability is really good. So he does a good job of dodging Crimson Blaze all on his own. That's why I like promoting him, leaving them out there in the open if I know my opponent has no way to get rid of him. So one of my favorites, again, I know people drop it down to 3 copies, but the blue Corgemon, the new one, is actually one of my favorites. The blocker inheritable though from the green one is pretty good. So for our level 5s, we are running only 8, 4 Wing Germon and 4 Ground Germon. Of course, Evade, like I said, if you've seen in the videos, you know that Evade is a really good ability, or skill, whatever you want to call it. So this, of course, both of these are, it's kind of redundant, right? Because their main skill is like Evade, but also their inheritable is Evade. Like this one is blocker and inheritable is also blocker. The same thing for the level 4s. But yeah, I would say again, when you brick, you tend to brick because you don't see either of these. And then we also run a card that helps us unbrick. And I'll show you that in a bit. But yeah, 4 Wing Germon, 4 Ground Germon, you like to hard play these because it's not bad, you know, you're gonna get a big level 7 Digimon. It reminds me a lot of Mastamon in a way, to be honest. I like the feeling of this deck. And then we are running 4 copies of Slayer Germon, the true boss monster of the deck, right? Yeah, I really like Slayer Jamon, to be honest. I think he won me most of my matches during those locals, that local tournament. And then 3 Break Jamon. This actually used to be 2 Break Jamon. It used to be before it used to be a copy of Forbidden Trident. But I'm so glad that for the tournament, I swapped it out for a 3rd Break Jamon, because Break Jamon actually came out a lot. I think one time I put one under, and then I played a different one, so I was able to trash 2 of my opponent's security when one of their Digimon was deleted. Really good ability. I like that because obviously you pretty much play over option cards, tamers, anything like that, anything annoying in security. But I would say Slayer Jamon, to be honest, to control the board was really nice. I really like the Slayer Jamon. I think if you notice one game versus the Jessamon player, I evolved into Slayer Jamon. I was at 0. I played Ice Wall to choke them at 1, and then right away I suspended Slayer Jamon to force one of their Digimon to swing, and it went back to my turn. Davis set me to 3. It was disgusting. That was disgusting. So Slayer Jamon really good. I had to get a playset of the alt arts just because it actually looks really badass, to be honest. It looks really badass. But yeah, Slayer Jamon I would say is a boss monster. Let me just leave these out here. These are my level 6s, and then sorry, no Imperial Dramon, the dual colored one. I think it's a fun tech, but no. And then only 3 copies of Examon. So Examon, why don't I have a 4th copy? Because they're expensive. So these are like what? I think I picked them up, like I said, 35 with tax, $38 per copy. So yeah, kind of expensive. I never felt like I needed the 4th one. Sometimes Slayer Jamon does just carry you, to be honest. And yeah, Slayer Jamon with the ground Jamon under it, or anything that gives it the blocker inheritable, is pretty good. But yeah, Examon is a big boss monster. I really like playing this type of deck because, you know, with the evade ability, he'll protect himself. You just have to worry about stuff that DP minuses. That's why the baby and the Dracomon, the new Dracomon, is very important. But yeah, so sometimes he'll reach up to 17k, and then just being able to control the board, I like it. I like these types of decks. So moving on to our tamers, we are running a full playset of Davis Motomiya. Yeah, full playset of Davis. I like it. I always like memory setters because they set you to 3. It's very good value, especially when you play Davis. You're most likely picking up 2 pieces, and as you know, right? I mean, you do have more blue than green, but yeah, you do have a high chance of picking up 2 pieces. Would I cut it? No. I don't want like a Davis and a Ken. I think I like Davis Motomiya just for the consistency purposes that it gives the deck. And then for our options, 2 Megadeth, 1 Gigadeath, and 1 Ice Wall. So Megadeth, really good, very cheap. You could suspend 1, and then you could return 1 that's already suspended to the owner's hand. The Gigadeath though, if you've seen the matches, like the Gigadeath, I kind of want to, I don't know, cut Ice Wall. I don't think I'd cut Ice Wall, but I want to find room for a 2nd Gigadeath because it's just too good. It's like the security bomb effect of it. Let's just say your opponent's swinging with all their Digimon, they swung with maybe 1 or 2 already, and they're swinging with their 3rd. Gigadeath, if they hit on that 3rd swing with the last Digimon or whatever, it sends everything to the bottom of the deck. And the dopamine from seeing Gigadeath in your security, oh my god, it's just so worth it. Look. Yeah, the Gigadeath, yeah, I want to bump it up to 2 copies. I don't think I dropped Megadeath. Maybe I would say if you really don't like the Davis for some reason, you could cut 1 Davis for another Gigadeath. But yeah, Gigadeath MVP will not take it out. It's going to be a mainstay in my deck. And then 1 copy of Ice Wall just for the Slayer Jamon abuse. Yeah, really, really good. Alright guys, but that is the deck profile. Let me know in the comment section below what you would change if you've topped with Examon, of course. Let me know what techs have really worked for you. Again, like I said, the Forbidden Trident just wasn't working out for me. I really like the 3rd Break Jamon. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've seen success with Examon. What is it? What do you think is the best card in the deck? Do you think that Slayer Jamon is actually the real boss monster over the Examon? I think Examon's a good closer. It's a good finisher. And guys, if you like the video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Comment down below. It all means a lot to me. Like I said, this stuff is not easy, to be honest. For some reason, deck profiles are actually harder to record than like actual commentary, so these ones take a little bit longer to set up for some reason. I don't know, maybe I just need to find like a way to streamline it. But yes, again, thank you all for watching. My name is Mr. J, and I will see you all next time.